Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Brian's Horror Corner, and welcome to this Scream Shout Factory collection update video, where I show you all of my DVDs and Blu-rays for Scream slash Shout Factory that I've collected, really just in the last 5 or 6 months. I figured since we're midway through the year, it would be a good time to sort of go through and show you everything I've got related to Scream Shout Factory. I've got mostly 99.7% Blu-rays, and then I have two DVDs that are Scream Shout Factory to show you. So I thought about going over to my shelf. You can see behind me there's one shelf that's missing movies. That's because I have them here on my desk. I thought about going over using my phone to try to shoot a video and pull them out. But the way my luck's been this weekend with filming things, namely my Friday the 13th marathon, I didn't want to tempt fate. So I might as well stick to what's been working for me in my channel here, sitting at my desk and then going through them that way. So before I get started, I want to show you this is what I'm drinking during this video. A Jack Daniel's Lynchburg Lemonade. I got a variety pack of these. I've got this one, there's a peach one, a watermelon one, and I think like a berry one. I can't remember. Um, yeah, they're very tasty. They're good summer drinks, so we'll be cracking one of these. Yeah, all right, that's good. I'm not the biggest lemonade fan actually, but I can get behind that one. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with my entire Scream Factory, Shout Factory collection. We'll start with the two DVDs I have here, and then we'll get into the Blu-rays. So the first one I have is the Babadook. Doop Doop. This is actually an IFC Midnight, but it's also a Scream Factory edition as well. Yeah, I like the Babadook. I've only seen it once. It's what they consider modern horror. I'm not going to use the other term because I fucking hate that term. Um, I know it's kind of hit or miss for people. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do. I liked it, at least for the first time watch, so we'll see what happens when I watch it again. And then the other movie I have on DVD, Scream Shout Factory, this is actually under Shout Factory, is the original Piranha from the late 70s, the Roger Corman cult classic here. I have yet to watch this. I'm going to be watching it as part of my July horror series, which is my summer horror movie series here, which is going to be kicking off shortly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to definitely watching this one. Um, Looks like there's a lot of special features on here too. So have yet to see it, but excited to check it out. And now we'll go through the first shelf of my Blu-rays as it relates to Scream Shout Factory. So in alphabetical order, first up, a terrible movie, hashtag horror, pound horror, whatever have you. I saw this a few weeks ago. Not a fan. Um, then we have The Abandoned with Jason Patrick from The Lost Boys. I enjoy the movie, don't like the ending. Then we have the horror anthology After Midnight, which again I have yet to watch. It's from 1989, I believe, but definitely looking forward to checking that one out. I have Alone in the Dark, and this is one of the few. I think I have like four or five where I have the slip covers for them, so like the true collector's edition, if you will. Um, but I'm excited to watch this movie. I actually haven't seen this movie before. Just got it actually a couple weeks ago, so this is definitely one I'm looking forward to watching. It's got a great cast in it. Donald Pleasance, Martin Landau, Jack Palance. How can you go wrong? Um, then we have American Gothic here, which is another one I haven't seen from the 80s, but I heard it's really good. Um, so yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that out. I have a lot of movies to watch, as you can tell. We have April Fool's Day from 1986. Now, this is a movie I actually had on a two-pack. Um, I believe it was with, well, I've sold it now. I can't remember what other movie was with it. It might have been My Bloody Valentine. Um, but I watched it and I enjoyed it enough to go ahead and just get it on in an individual collector's edition. A lot of special features on here. It has one of my favorite horror actresses, Amy Steele, from who was Jenny in part two of Friday the 13th. Yeah, I mean, initially upon watching it, I was like, what? What? That's it. But I mean, in retrospect and looking back on it, I really enjoyed the movie despite how it turns out. And that's about as much as I'll say about it. But it's a good '80s slasher. Um, then we have the Autopsy of Jane Doe, which I have yet to watch. But I heard this is really good. This has one of my favorite actors, Brian Cox, in it. So looking forward to checking out. It's the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. Um, then I have a few of these double packs, two packs that are related to Scream Factory. This one is Bad Dreams and Visiting Hours. I haven't seen either of them yet at this point, so interested in checking those two out. We've got a werewolf movie, I believe. Anyway, Bad Moon, which I haven't seen yet. So I can't say anything about it. I This one I just received in the mail the other day. That's the Bat People, which I believe is from the 1974. So um, it looks kind of cheesy, but also kind of fun. So I'm interested in checking that one out. Of course, I have one of the greatest slashes of all time. This is one of the great additions too of all time, and that's the Black Christmas, the original, the one that's actually good from 1974. Yeah, this is a two disc collection here. All kinds of special features. I love this movie. It's the ultimate Christmas horror movie, in my opinion. Um, Blood and Lace is another movie that I have not yet seen, but from 1971, which I heard is really good, and I can't wait to check that one out. Here, let me move my lighting there. I have the horror anthology Body Bags, hosted by John Carpenter. Have yet to see that one. Boy, I've got some work to do. This one I also just recently picked up, Brain Scan, with Edward Furlong. Heard this is really fun and kind of a sci-fi horror, so looking forward to watching that. Of course, I have the classic The Burning from 1981. This is actually going to be part of my summer horror movie series coming up here. So, yeah, I've seen it. I have seen it before. Great movie. Um, we have Cat People, which I have yet to see. I have seen parts of this off of TV years and years ago, but haven't seen the movie all the way through. So interested in checking that one out. Then next up we have another anthology, Chilling Visions, Five Senses of Fear. This one is okay as an anthology. I probably should watch it again. It's been a while. I think I've only watched it once or twice, and it's been a while. But I remember thinking it was okay. Nothing spectacular, not terrible. Um, this is actually the most recent one that I just added to my collection. And again, it's another one that I got with slipcover, and that's The Craft from 1996. Nev Campbell and some other great actresses. Well, not great, but some other actresses from that time. Robin Tunney, Nev Campbell, Rachel True, and Farizu Balk. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, I've seen The Craft years and years ago. I remember liking it. It's a good witchcraft movie. This one I just watched not too long ago, The Crush from 1993 with Alicia Silverstone and Carrie Elwes. This is sort of a good erotic thriller. I enjoy it. Um, Not as much for this one. I just watched Dark Summer a couple weeks ago. It kind of reminds me a lot, at least initially, of Disturbia, of course, but it's not. But it's more supernatural and less like creepy neighbor slasher, Rear Window kind of movie. Um, yeah, it's okay. I'll definitely have to watch it again, probably. This one I just recently added, and that's the Dawn of the Dead remake from 2004 again, one with the slip cover here. Haven't seen this movie yet. Heard it's fantastic. There's a few people that even like it more than the first one, the original. And if that's the case, I had to check it out. So was able to get that for a pretty good price. Then we have another zombie movie, George Romero's original Day of the Dead from 1985. Have yet to watch this one. Um, Deadly Blessing, which I also have the slipcover for here. This is one I watched about a month or two ago. It's part of my May 31 horror movie series. I enjoyed this movie, to be honest with you. It's kind of weird. It's different, but the cast is good. You have Ernest Borgnine, and I really like the three young women, including a young Sharon Stone in this movie. Um, and then you got Michael Berryman here too as well. I don't know. I enjoyed it as a one. It was the first time I'd seen it. I liked it. And then finally, for this first shelf, we have one that I just recently watched that was pretty good. I actually liked it more than others, and that's Dead Shadows. Another one that I have the slipcover for. This is kind of an infection movie. I know a lot of the reviews I saw, people didn't like it. I didn't mind it for what it was. It was pretty action packed, kind of predictable, nothing spectacular, but I thought it was all right. I don't know. Um, so that's shelf one, and in a second we'll move on to shelf two. Okay, now we're on to shelf two of my Scream Factory Shelf Factory collection. As you can see behind me, the change in scenery there. So next up, we have another horror anthology, Dead Time Stories, which is another one I have yet to watch. Yeah, I've got some movies to watch. Heard that it's good though. Definitely interested in checking it out. Another two pack here. We have Destroyer and Edge of Sanity. I'm a big Anthony Perkins fan. Haven't seen this movie, but I'm excited to check it out. Don't know much about Destroyer, but looking forward to checking both of them out. This one I just recently picked up, The Devil's Candy, which I've heard from most people's really good. Haven't seen it as of yet. Then I have a Rob Zombie two pack, The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. Haven't seen either of these movies yet, but interested in checking them out. We have Dog Soldiers, which I have yet to see. This is the last one I just watched from my Scream Factory collection. Actually, Don't Knock Twice. Another, again, I have the slipcover for it. This is another movie that really the reviews are not very good by people on it. I thought it was okay. I have to be honest with you. I didn't dislike this as much as some other ones that I've mentioned earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good supernatural sort of witch kind of movie, and I thought the performances by Casey, what's her name, Casey Sackhoff, and who's the Lucy Boynton. I thought they were good enough to pull the movie off, and I enjoyed it well enough. Again, I'll have to get another watch to see if it sticks or not. Event Horizon. This is probably one of the nicer. This is even actually wrapped in like a plastic around it. One of the nicest collections that I have in this collector's edition. Have yet to watch it, of course. Um, I do have Exorcist 2, The Heretic, which I've heard from just about everybody is horrible, but I didn't pay that much for it, so I have yet to check it out. Um, Final Exam, a slasher from the 80s, which I haven't seen yet, but recently added. Same with The Final Terror, which I have here, a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Have yet to watch. John Carpenter's The Fog, which I have seen. I had this on a two pack too. I believe this was with The Howling, which I now, well, you'll see in a minute here. But yeah, I really like The Fog. It's one of John Carpenter's best atmospheric horror movies. Really good cast, really good movie. Love it. Full Moon High, which I know is more of a horror comedy. I actually decided to get this movie based on um, the documentary, the 80s In Search of Darkness documentary, where Larry Cohen talked about making this. I believe it's Larry Cohen, right? Yeah, the Larry Cohen film. So I know it's more of a comedy that has werewolves in it, but I'm still interested in checking it out. This I just recently added, The Fun House, which I actually had on DVD before. Decided to get the collector's edition. I watched this in May as part of my 31 horror movies. I really like this movie. I don't think it's quite as strong as Toby Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's right there. It's right behind it, I would say, as far as his movie go. Really enjoy The Funhouse. That and Poltergeist are right kind of there as far as second place for me. The Funhouse Massacre I haven't seen yet, but I added this. Excited to check it out. Another two pack, we have Ghost House and Witchery. Haven't seen either one of them yet. Ginger Snaps, which I have seen from 2000 with his Catherine Isabel. Remember enjoying this movie, sort of a modern take on the werewolf sort of movie, and I thought these two really do a good job. They have really good chemistry in the movie as sisters, so I had to add that to the collection. Um, haven't seen it yet, but The Guardian by the same guy, William Friedkin. Yeah, Friedkin, who brought us the original Exorcist. Looks interesting. Have yet to watch it. This I have seen, The Harvest. Um, Probably more of a thriller than horror, but I thought the performances were really good in this movie. It's the horror is more underlined. It's not so much on screen, but it's a really effective movie for what it's going for. Really enjoyed The Harvest. I actually included that as part of my May 31 horror movie series as well. Have House on Willow Street. Haven't seen it yet. I have, here's the other one that was part of the, with the Fog, the two pack that I have, The Howling. Got the collector's edition for this, and believe it or not, I have not seen this yet. So again, my only reminiscences are from that Into Darkness horror document about the '80s movies. So also this one, Humanoids from the Deep. This is a Roger Corman cult classic as well. Haven't seen it yet. Interested in checking it out though. Inseminoid, another one I haven't seen yet. Lake Placid, with who can forget Betty White in this movie, along with Bill Pullman and Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt. And then finally for this shelf, I have, which is going to be included with my July horror summer horror movie series, The Lawnmower Man, which I have not seen and interested in checking it out. So, well, now we'll move on to shelf three here. Okay, on to shelf three now. We left off with the elves. So next up, I have The Legend of Hell House from the '70s. Really, I heard this is a really good haunted house movie. Definitely excited to check that one out. Haven't seen it yet. I got Toby Hooper's Life Force. Haven't seen it yet. We've got Meat Cleaver Massacre, which I took a chance on this one. Haven't heard much about it. Look kind of low budget, but yeah, we'll see. Haven't seen it yet. Um, Another two pack, Metamorphosis and Beyond Darkness. Haven't seen either of those yet. Motel Hell from 1980. I have the Blu-ray DVD combo pack collector's edition. Believe it or not, have yet to see it. Again, a lot of these movies I ended up picking up through that documentary that's been on Shudder, that Into Darkness, all about '80s movies and everything having to do with '80s horror. Of course, I got my collector's edition of My Bloody Valentine with the slipcover here. Love this movie, one of the best slashers. Yeah, just fantastic. I've got the Blu-ray DVD combo of The Nest. Have yet to see it. I have New Year's Evil. Have yet to see it. I have Nightmares, which is another horror anthology movie. Have yet to see it. I have Night of the Comet, Blu-ray DVD combo collector's edition again. Have yet to see it. I have Night of the Demons. Have yet to see it. Then I picked up recently, I don't know if it's any good or not, but I picked up Piranha 2, The Spawning. And this one I have, the other one I had on DVD. This is on Blu-ray, so have yet to see it. The Poughkeepsie Tapes, haven't seen it. Q, The Winged Serpent, is another one from that '80s documentary that I decided to pick up. We have David Cronenberg's Rabid, haven't seen it. Ravenous, haven't seen it. From now on, I should just say the ones that I have seen, maybe. Um, Got Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Now, I have Return of the Living Dead, the first one, but it's not a Scream Factor. It's just a regular Blu-ray. This one I just recently picked up. It looks fun, so obviously haven't seen it. I have Road Games with Stacy Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis from the early '80s. Haven't seen it. Uh, Picked up this two pack of Scanners 2 and Scanners 3. Don't know if they're any good. Obviously, the original Scanners is great. I have it on DVD. But I thought I'd pick this up. I got it for a good price. Um, Great movie, Session 9, which I recently saw on, I believe back in May, I saw this on Shudder. Had to pick it up. It's very good, sort of supernatural ghost kind of movie. Great twist at the end. We have Silent Night, Deadly Night, the collector's edition. Really enjoy this first movie. Very, very good. One of the better Christmas slashers. Of course, we have the original Sleepaway Camp, the Blu-ray DVD combo collector's edition. Unfortunately, I don't have parts 2 and 3. They go for a lot of money where you can find them, and I just haven't been able to cough that much up for them. I'd like to have them. I like to have the whole series for this. I think there's also Return to Sleepaway Camp, which I don't know if that one's ever any good, but I know parts 2 and 3 are enjoyable from what most people have said. I actually reviewed this last year as part of my May 31 horror movie series, but I'll probably watch it at some point this summer. We have the Slumber Party Massacre, classic early 80s slasher. Love it. We have The Stepfather, the first one from the late 80s. Very good. And finally, for this role, we have the very good horror anthology, which I recently watched as part of my May series as well, Tales from the Hood, the horror anthology. Really enjoyed that one. So we just have a few movies left here. All right, and just 5 Scream Shout Factory Blu-rays, excuse me, left to go. I have the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of another double feature, Terror Vision and the Video Dead. Surprise, surprise, haven't seen either of them yet. Another one I sort of took a chance on, one of these IFC Midnight's Trespassers, which I have the slipcover for, have yet to see it. Um, Valentine, which is one of those late 90s slasher movies, I believe. Got a good price for it, so decided to pick it up. Haven't seen it. Um, Women's Prison Massacre. Haven't seen it. This was sort of a blind buy for me. Without Warning, which is kind of an alien sci-fi horror film from what I've heard. Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Haven't seen it. And then finally, last but not least, or I don't maybe it is, I don't know. The Blu-ray DVD combo pack, double pack of Schizoid and X-Ray. Um, haven't seen either of these yet, so yeah, that just about does it, guys. That's my entire Scream Shout Factory collection. I really enjoy that label. I really enjoy those collector's editions with all the special features they have and just good cuts of the movie. And yeah, I just it's my favorite label, my favorite company, I guess, as it comes to physical media for horror movies right now. I know there's a lot more out there that I don't have, and I'm sure over time I'll probably add more. But yeah, that's what I've got right now. Like I said, I collected most of these over the last 6 months or so. So I hope you enjoyed this updated collector's Scream Factory, Shout Factory collection video. Please be sure to like this video and comment down below your thoughts on any movies that I should pick up in the Screamer Shout Factor that I don't have. Um, and also, please be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my great horror content that I have coming up, which is going to presume in the next day. In fact, I'll have my first movie for my July summer horror movie series coming out, and then every couple of days subsequently after that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great day. Happy 4th of July. Stay scared. Chars.